Hello beta, good morning to all of you. I hope you all are fine and safe. Please do study as well. Today we'll start lesson number 1 chemistry, matter in our surrounding. So first of all, what is matter? Just simple, anything that has mass and volume is known as matter. For example, pencil, water, chocolate, chalk, books, anything that has mass as well as volume is known as matter. Classification of matter. Earlier Indian philosopher classified in the form of 5 basic elements. 5 basic elements are air, earth, fire, sky and water. That is called in Hindi Panch Tattva. On the basis of physical properties, matters are classified into 3 categories: solid, liquid and gaseous. And on the basis of chemical properties, matter are classified into 2 categories. First one is pure substance and next one is mixture. About chemical properties we will see in next lesson. So today we will focus on physical matter only. Physical nature of matter. Matter is made up of small particles, and particles are still made up of millions of tiny particles. Matter has space between them and it has force of attraction plus continuously moving. So here written is matter is made up of particles. Particles of matters are very tiny. Particles of matter have space between them. Particles of matter are continuously moving, and last, particles of matter attract to each other. So one by one we will see by activity. First one is matter is made up of particle. One activity is here: take water in a beaker, add some salt or sugar in it, and after some time you will see that sugar is dissolved in water, but label of water is not changed. It's mean that water has space between them. If any particle has space between them, any matter has space between them, it's mean that it is made up of particles. Because if it is a single particle or single matter without made up of any particles, there will not be any space. Similarly, second one, particles of matters are very tiny. Again, one activity: take water in a beaker, add few drop of potassium permanganate. It is a chemical. Color of potassium permanganate is purple. In place of potassium permanganate, you can take ink as well. So take 100 ml water in 4 to 5 beaker, add 10 ml potassium permanganate in first beaker. You will see that color of water is changed. Now take 10 ml of potassium permanganate from first beaker, add to the second beaker. Color again change. Take from the second or 10 ml and add to the third one, and again fourth one and fifth one. You will see that color is changing continuously. It's mean that only few drop of potassium permanganate can change 3 or 4 beakers of water. It's mean that particles of matter is made up of tiny particles, millions of tiny particles. Next one is particles of matter have space between them. So first activity, again repeat: take water, add few crystals of sugar or salt. You will see that sugars are dissolved in water because there is space. If space is not there, then sugar will not dissolve in water. It shows that particles have space between them. Next one is particles of matter are continuously moving. For that, again take water in a beaker, add ink in water. So you will don't disturb it, just put it on the table. You will see that, just see the first figure. After few minutes, you will see that whole water is changed. Color of whole water is changed. It means that particles of water is continuously moving. And diffusion. Diffusion means intermixing. When one particle, one state of matter, means solid or liquid or gaseous, are intermixing to each other, that is called diffusion. Diffusion is very less in solid, but diffusion takes place more in gaseous state. Last one is particles of matter attract to each other. For this activity, take one pencil, one chalk and one iron nail and try to break it by stretching or cutting. You will see that. So it's very easy to break the chalk and you have to apply more force to breaking pencil, but it's a very difficult to break iron nail. It shows that particles of iron has attract to each other, so it's a very difficult to break. Now state of matter. So matters are derived into three states. First one is solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. First one we will see solid. How can we say that any matter in solid state? There are few properties. First, solid have definite shape and fixed volume. Second one is space between particle is minimum. Space between particle is minimum means space between particles of solid is less than compared to liquid and gaseous. Force of attraction is maximum. So it means that force of attraction of the particle of solid is maximum compared to the liquid and gaseous state. The movement of particle is minimum. If force of attraction is maximum, it means that movement of particle will be very less. They are least compressible. Compressible means just see that you cannot compress it. It shows that solids are very hard or rigid. Their rate of diffusion is least. Particles are very close to each other. There is less space, so diffusion will not take part or very least in solid. Similarly, second one, properties of liquid. Volume of liquid is fixed, but shape is not fixed because it's depend on beaker or jar in which we are storing water. The space between particle is intermediate. Intermediate means space is more than solid but less than gaseous. Similarly, force of attraction again is intermediate, means force of attraction of particles of liquid is less than the solid, but force of attraction of the particle of liquid is more than the gaseous. The movement of particle is intermediate. Movement is less than the solid, more than the solid, but less than the gaseous state. They are less compressible than gaseous, but more compressible than solid. Their rate of diffusion is more than solid. Now we'll see the gaseous. It has no fixed shape and volume. Gaseous occupy the whole space of the container. Space between the particle is maximum compared to the solid and liquid. Similarly, force of attraction is very less compared to the solid and liquid. If force of attraction is very less, it means that their movement will be fast. They are most compressible, they can flow, and rate of diffusion is more than compared to the solid and liquid. You can see here there are a lot of space between the particles of gaseous, but less space in liquid, but least space in solid. Now we'll start next topic. Change of state. Solid can change into liquid state, liquid state can change into gaseous state, and gaseous can change into solid state. So state of matter can be changed, but how? Take solid, suppose ice. When you start heating, it will change into water state, and again you will heat, it will change into gaseous state. So when you will increase the temperature, speed of movement of particle will be more. So solid will change into water liquid state, and liquid will change into gaseous state. And when gas is cool, it change into liquid state. Again when you cool it, it will change into solid state. Melting point. Melting point means a temperature at which solid change into liquid state. And melting point of water is 0 degree Celsius, or you can say that 273 degree Kelvin. Latent heat of fusion. What is latent heat of fusion? Amount of heat energy required to change 1 kilo of solid into liquid state. I am repeating again. latent heat of fusion is amount of heat required to change 1 kg of solid into liquid state at atmospheric pressure is known as latent heat of fusion. Now boiling point, similar. Boiling point is a point or a temperature at which liquid change into gaseous state, and boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius or 373 Kelvin. Latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of vaporization means amount of heat energy required to change 1 kg of liquid into gaseous state. Latent heat of fusion is amount of heat required to change 1 kg solid into liquid state, and latent heat of vaporization is amount of heat required to change 1 kg liquid into gaseous state. Effect of temperature on molecular motion. Effect of temperature. If we increase the temperature, particles start moving. We can say that kinetic energy or motion energy will increase and they start continuously moving. But when we will cool, space will be less and they will not move very frequently. Sublimation. What is sublimation? When solid changes into directly gaseous state or gaseous changes into directly solid state, that is called sublimation. For example, ammonium chloride and camphor. Effect of pressure on gaseous. What happens when pressure increased on gaseous? When we will increase pressure on gaseous, we know that space between particles of gaseous are maximum compared to the solid and liquid. So when we will increase pressure on the particles of gaseous, then space will be reduced and it will change into solid or liquid state. Interconversion of three state. When solid changes into liquid state, that is called fusion. When liquid changes into solid state, that is called solidification. Liquid change into gaseous state, that is called vaporization. And gaseous change into liquid state, that is called condensation. Solid directly change to the gaseous or gaseous directly change to the solid is known as sublimation. In next class, we will discuss about evaporation, factors of evaporation, and evaporation causes cooling. Please do study properly and complete your workbook. Thank you, beta.